got you nice and clear. Yeah, we'll be recording on a second device as well, guys. So, Kane, we've got Mark Ginty up early from home, along Zion Dale from One News and Mark Kelly from ZB. So I'll pass it over to them to have a chat with you from back in New Zealand. Gents, if you'd like to open up.
Hi Kane, how's it going?
Recording in progress.
Good, thanks. Jens?
Good.
Yep.
Alright, first of all, how many, you've got 19 players over there, how many have you narrowed it down to for tomorrow?
Yeah, we've narrowed it down to 12 and to confirm the 11 coming back tomorrow. A lot of hot weather around and the pitch seems to be changing fairly quickly. So yeah, we'll leave the final 11 till tomorrow.
Okay. It's about 12. Are we all-rounder, I suppose, is the tricky position? Have you got some names in the mix there?
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, we've got a couple of all-rounders. We've got de Grandhomme and Santner, and obviously throughout recent games back home, we've opted for extra seamers. So it's just trying to find that balance, really.
Okay. But could Colony and Mitchell both play and potentially leave one seamer out?
They're all options. Obviously, being all-rounders, they still provide with bat and ball. So, like I say, it's just trying to find that balance that we're most comfortable with after assessing the pitch tomorrow. The weather's taken a pretty quick turn from being cold and wet to pretty hot and warm, and dry. So, yeah, we'll wait and see.
Okay, what about the prospect of playing a spinner? You haven't done that a heck of a lot in recent times at home, but as you say, has this caught you on the hop a little bit, this changing conditions?
No, I mean, I suppose when you have a squad of 19, you've come over here planning for a variety of conditions, and there's plenty of options within 19 players. But at the same time, we want to make sure that we're continuing to work on the sort of cricket, the style of cricket that we want to play as a team. That's given us the best opportunities. So it is important that we look to utilise the members that we have and have been used obviously in recent times that have had a big impact on recent results as well.
Okay, just checking, is Matt Henry the other quick that's in contention?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and we assume Devon Conway's going to open the batting. Are you able to confirm that, and just a word on his how exciting it will be for him and the prospect of having him in your test lineup?
Yeah, I can confirm that, and really exciting opportunity for Devon. Obviously, been involved with the team over the last year and in the white ball formats and gone extremely well, and an experienced player as well. He's played a lot of first class cricket, batted in all the different positions, and so yeah, gets his opportunity to make his debut at the home of cricket. So really exciting for him.
Just one more for now, Colin, just a word about him. I mean, he's hardly had any cricket over the summer and surgery, and sounded like Gary said he's come back really strongly. Are you confident he's going to be available for plenty of overs and everything else?
Yeah, that's right. He's recovered really well and he's really fit, bowling plenty of overs in terms of the build-up to this series, which has been really promising. So, he's certainly been very excited to get back with the group after having what was probably a pretty frustrating few months trying to negotiate some of his injuries and niggles that's kept him off the park. So he's very excited to be back with the group.
Thank you.
G'day Kane. I guess it's one more sleep for you until the first test. I mean, it must be quite exciting, and for all you guys have been through quarantine and sort of funny preparations. I mean, it must just be exciting to finally get some test cricket underway.
Yeah, it will be nice to get into it. It's an exciting series and obviously a pretty exciting sort of 3 to 4 weeks that we have in front of us. So from our perspective, we've looked to utilise the preparation as best we can, and for the variety of guys, it's been perhaps a little bit different, from group to group, but there's the same enthusiasm and energy to get back together as a a test group after a bit of a break between tests from our last one to this one. So it's great to be over here in the UK, and I know all the players are looking forward to it.
Yeah, totally. And you touched on the conditions just before. I mean, what have you made of them from what you've seen? And I guess how much has that changed sort of the way the team lines up?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important whenever you're playing, even at home when you go from venue to venue, but particularly when you're in a different country where there are some notable differences that you do try and prepare for as best you can, and clearly in this part of the world, with a different ball, and the use of the swing and potential seam that you do see over here need to be taken into account, and for us it's trying to make those adjustments as quickly as possible. Whilst I think it is important you still connect with the style of cricket that is important to us as a group.
Just finally for me, on yourself, I mean, your preparation's been a little bit different. The guys that started training and you were in sort of isolation for a bit longer. How are you feeling, and do you feel like you've got enough sort of time to prepare going into tomorrow's test match? Yeah,
I mean, preparation I guess is always a little bit different, and I suppose whether you're going from a white ball series into 3 days later your first test, or we know in this sort of cricketing landscape that things are changing so quick from tour to tour, and for us it was a bit unique where we're obviously involved, the guys in the IPL, and then things moved really quickly from that point, and we were trying to find ourselves in the UK, which was a bit of a challenge. So for us it's just relaxing into that space as best we can, and try and prepare as well as we can to make a contribution for the team, and we also know that it's 3 weeks of cricket as well, and there'll be a lot of learning along the way.
And Gary mentioned during the week that he keeps his team consistent. I mean, how much can you sort of, without giving too much away, can you just touch on what we can expect from the 12 lining up tomorrow? Yeah, I
mean, I think there's been a pattern of play that's been important for us as a team, but as we know when we play abroad particularly, that there are a lot of things that you want to adapt to, so your game does take a slightly different shape, and all the guys have been preparing as well as they can for that. So they're all excited to get out there at Lord's, a special place to play cricket. For some guys it'll be their first time, which was something to soak up. So a really, enjoyable opportunity. We know that the challenge is great and how strong England are. So, all the players are looking forward to that.
Cheers, mate. Go well. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Kings, have you got anything else you want to round up with?
Maybe just one more, just a word on the England team, Kane. A few faces unfamiliar to New Zealanders, and probably you haven't played a lot against some of them. Just can you run your rule over them, and is there I know you're not going to say this, but is there an opportunity for you guys, given they're without Stokes, Archer, a few other front liners?
I suppose for England though, they've got a lot of depth, as we know, and as I've seen as well, playing here in county cricket, with such a large number of professional cricket sides, and they've called on that depth over the last few years as well, which has only strengthened them as a team. And you mentioned a couple of names that are out. Therein lies opportunities, as most teams face at different points in time, and also they've got an incredible volume of cricket coming up, and they do need to be, smart in how they look to operate that for a long period of time. But there's so much quality in their side in this current squad. So for us it's really focusing on our style of cricket, and trying to connect with that and make those adjustments along the way. But we still know very much so that the challenge is great. They're a very, very difficult team to beat in these conditions, and they're very clinical in how they operate here, and I don't think that will change.
All right, thank you. Just one more quick one. There's probably not a lot of Kiwis or in a little while?
That's not my job, actually. Often I'm surprised when I walk into the meeting room and someone is there to present them. But I think through this tour, with the nature of bubbles, there's a few plans in place, but I don't think that a lot of surprises will be coming from the outside. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Kings. Cheers.
Cheers.